Good morning, Premier. This is Nitin Chopra from Prime Asia. Question is for Minister Pichni, and you can also add a comment on that.
Okay.
Especially in the Peel region, there are many wage thefts going on by the employers. Minister Pichni, how you make sure that employees or workers, their rights are protected? Because we have seen those protests on the roads because of the wage thefts. Many employers are delaying their wages for months and months. There are many cash job offers. They don't pay a check so that employer don't have to pay the benefits. And labor codes, they are very slow. So that's the reason we see the protest there. What is your plan, Minister Pichni, and how will you tackle this issue of wage thefts? What is your message to those suffering employees and workers? How can you protect their rights? Thank you.
Well, thank you. I just want to say before I pass to Minister Pichni, we have the toughest labour laws in the entire country. Our job as leaders of the province and of our local communities, and I know Joe and Jack feel the same way, nothing is more important to us than the frontline workers. Without protecting frontline workers, nothing happens. The economy comes to a halt. So we'll do everything we can to make sure our hard-working folks of this province are always protected. I'll pass it over to Minister Pichni.
Thanks, Premier, and thank you for the question. As the Premier mentioned, what does that tough sort of labour code look like? I mean, under this government and our Working for Workers bill, we put in place the highest penalties under the Employment Standards Act for those who withhold wages. We've also implemented a regulatory regime and a licensing framework for temporary help agencies, cracking down on what we've seen there. So that can only happen if you also have inspectors and enforcement, and that's why we've increased the number of inspectors, training through the summer. I've spoken with my ministry about that. We have new inspectors coming out on the roads to make sure that the legislation that exists is actually enforced. And finally, I would say, and why we're here today, is you work with those who take an active interest in training, in taking that young boy or girl who may be susceptible for a cash job and saying, hey, we're going to get you in a training agreement. We're going to get you trained, better training, better job with a bigger paycheck. We're going to tie you up with an employer who is invested in your success. And we have so many employer contractor partners who are here today who are invested in their employees and the skill sets that they get from good training. So, at a very macro level, that's also what we're doing.
Thank you.